inside my soul, the child within began to grow. A whispered voice said, take my hand, we'll build a world where love will stand. We gathered hearts like scattered leaves, a tapestry of dreams to weave. From broken wings to open skies, together we will learn to fly. Kaleidoscope of happiness, 1,000 colors we possess, transforming pain to something bright. We're butterflies in endless flight. The cocoons held the weight of fears, but now they're gone with all the years. We stitched the threads of laughter's tune and danced beneath the silver moon. Love to draw us near, no longer lost, no longer small. Together we can have it all. Kaleidoscope of happiness, 1,000 colors we possess, transforming pain to something bright. We're butterflies in endless flight.
Hello and welcome. It is Wednesday, August 20th, and this is Kaleidoscope of Happiness, and my name is Echo, and I want to welcome you to my channel. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. This is hashtag Wellness Wednesday, where I will be talking about wellness, overall wellness. The first thing I do want to say is happy birthday to Jamie over at Disney and Coloring with Jamie. I believe his birthday was yesterday. So his channel is pinned at the top of the chat. If you would like to go over and wish him a happy birthday, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate that. I am having a members only live stream this evening at 8 p.m. I will be doing some giveaways. That is something I try to do once a month. So if you are a member, whether you are a paying member or a gifted membership, you are welcome to come to the live stream tonight, and you are eligible to win a prize. So I will see everyone there at 8 o'clock, and it is for members only. The next thing I want to talk about today is how sometimes the devil uses people around you to try to knock you off your game, try to distract you, try to hurt your feelings perhaps. And I just want to say right here, right now, not today, devil, I am not playing with you. I know that my faith in God is stronger than your power over the people that you're trying to use to attack me. So that being said, we're going to move forward and we are not going to let them distract us or bother us today. I did put out my workout number 9 exercise video this morning. However, I had technical difficulties and I was unable to get the recording to download properly, and so there was no recording of that workout. Please go back and watch one of the previous workouts if you would like. All right, I am going to go ahead and start talking about the beef bone broth that I made over the weekend. I will share my screen and, well, I'm just going to pull up my slides. Let me do that. All right, and I made beef broth, beef bone broth. I went to 2 different butchers and 1 grocery store and was able to find some different bones to use. Hello, Bud Files. Hello, Carver. Um, these are the picture of the pig, or excuse me, beef feet that I bought at one of the butcher shops. They told me that these beef feet have a lot of collagen and connective tissue in them, and that they would be great for my broth. And so I got a pack of those, and here is the package, and I paid $5.91 for that package of beef feet. Then I also got some beef neck bones, and I paid $5.65 for that package. And there were 4 pieces, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of meat there. And so what I did was, after the cooking process, I strained out the bones and kept that meat, and I'm going to be letting my dog enjoy that as well. Okay. These were some soup bones. I paid $4.77. And then there were some, these were some shank bones, $5.04. Most of the packages that I got were about $5, a little over $5. This one, beef soup bones, they were only $3.69. And I think there were 3 pieces in that package. So once I got all the meat out there, or bones rather, put them in a roasting pan, put them in the oven on 400 degrees, and roasted them for 1 hour, going halfway at 30 minutes and turning them all over and roasting another 30 minutes. While that was cooking, I chopped up celery, a couple of onions, and several cloves of garlic. Added those to the pot, and then I seasoned that up. I used a combination of things. I used Himalayan pink salt, some apple cider vinegar, some ground black pepper. I also used the complete seasoning that Chef Hit Dice sent me, and the salt-free herb and garlic seasoning. And I went and purchased some turmeric, and I also included that. Turmeric is supposed to be good for anti-inflammation. Can't even say that word today. Inflammation. There we go. Which I have in my bones and joints and things like that. I also used some ground cumin, ground ginger, and a couple of bay leaves. And so this is the pictures of the roasted bones after I was finished roasting them. And whoops, then I added those to the pot and filled it up with water And that was at 5:26 p.m. that I started it cooking. And it cooked for over 24 hours. This was about 3 hours later at 8:23. And I'm showing you this to show you the kind of scum and film that comes to the top when you're boiling your bones. And you have to skim that off. By not skimming it off, you will end up having a less flavorful broth, and also it will be cloudy, and you won't get that gelatinous gel-like substance that you're looking for. They say not to stir bone broth, and I didn't quite understand why not. But this is the reason. You want all of that to come to the top so you can skim it off. After you skim it off, then you can stir it and you let it cook again for several hours. Come back and you can skim off the top again. I probably skimmed mine about 3 or 4 times throughout the 24-hour cooking time. Once it was finally completely cooked, there you can see the color has changed a little bit. Now I did add more seasonings as I was going. And I did put some of the barbecue rub that Chef Hit Dice gave me. And I did add more turmeric also. But there is the strainer as I was straining out the bones and the vegetables that had cooked down. As you can see, the bones pretty well gave all they had to my good old broth. There I'm showing you the bottom of the pan, and this is what I had taken out. And this is the cup of broth, my taste test of it. And this is the meat that I strained out and saved to give to my dog. And then I put the broth into containers, and one I put in the freezer and one I put in my refrigerator. And I have another smaller container I also froze. Now it can stay in your refrigerator for about 7 days, and it can be in the freezer from anywhere from 6 months to a year. So I will be getting a video made from these pictures and put out in the next few days as well. But I did want to share that with you. It is quite a lengthy process, but it's well worth it. There are so many benefits of consuming bone broth. Now you can also make bone broth out of chicken bones. Hello, Sophia. Hello, hello. She said, oh, I love a good bone broth. Yes, I do too. You can use chicken bones. You can use turkey bones. They sell pork neck bones, so I imagine you could make some pork broth if you wanted to. A lot of the recipes I looked at suggest that whenever you make chicken, you save your bones, put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer, and just save them up until you've got a bag full, and then you can use them to make broth with. And the bones can already be cooked as well. They don't have to be raw bones. And that's why you roast the bones in the beginning of the process, because it does help them to release some of the nutrients. And so whether you have raw bones and you roast them in the oven, or you have bones from, cooked chicken perhaps, or steak bones or rib bones or anything like that, you can use those after. And my broth turned out so well that I've already gone and bought more bones and have them in the freezer to go ahead and make another batch. Yes, Sophia says you can put them into ice cube trays and freeze them that way. And then you can put those into a Ziploc bag and be able to just pop one into a mug and stick it in the microwave and heat it up. to enjoy it that way. So I have been adding my turmeric to my broth when I consume it, for even a little bit added more benefit of the turmeric. Um, so far, I've been feeling really good. I didn't know it, but bone broth also helps your gut health. If you have leaky gut, it can help to seal that up. It can also help regulate your blood sugar, help regulate your cholesterol. It can help with fighting off colds, fighting off viruses. There's just a number of things. It's great for your skin health. It'll help get rid of some of the fine lines in your face and some of the sun damage to your face. It's full of collagen and the building blocks of protein, those amino acids that we need to be able to heal and repair our bodies. It helps with inflammation of your joints. It helps with your bone health. It can make it so that you don't get osteoporosis as you age and things like that. And I just read this morning about it actually helps in the muscle repair when you exercise and you tear the muscle fibers, and then your body repairs that by having bone broth in your system. You are giving it the nutrients it needs to help with that repair, and it'll actually make your muscles to develop better. Sophia said, just don't put the chill in if you let it cook for 18 or more hours without considering the flavor intensifies. If it happens, coconut milk helps. Oh, if you put chili powder or even like hot peppers in your broth, you're right, that flavor will intensify with that long cooking time. And she's telling us that adding coconut milk can help with that heat. Good tip. Thank you, Sophia. Very good. So, anyway, that was a very interesting experiment this weekend cooking the bone broth. I really enjoyed it, and my house smelled delicious. I just could not get over the aroma and the smell of it. Such a comforting smell to make it seem so homey and comforting, and I just really enjoyed it. So, like I said, I already have the ingredients to make another batch, and I will be doing that probably in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit about overall wellness today. We started talking last week about the fact that we have to take care of our mental health, our spiritual health, our physical health, our emotional health, all of those kind of things. And there's not just one thing that we do that keeps us healthy, or keeps our wellness going. It's a combination of things. For me, diet and exercise are very important physically and mentally. I am definitely on a journey of healing and trying to um, become the best version of myself. Sophia says also cinnamon is great in hearty dishes and great for the body. Yes, and cinnamon also helps with blood sugar regulation. So you're right, that is very good. Um, there are a lot of spices, and that's one thing I will be working on, is getting some information out to you all about food as medicine. There are definitely different foods that you can eat for different ailments. There are different spices that will help with different things. I'm not a big believer, in taking a lot of prescription drugs. I did that for years, all at the advice of my doctors. And yet I found that as I was able to come off of the medication, I felt so much better not having all the side effects. So that is definitely a passion of mine, that I want to learn how to eat properly to take care of my body and not have to rely on so many man-made medicines, and get back to nature and taking natural um, things. So I will be working on that. I love doing research. I love studying new things and learning new things. And so all of that is a process that I'm on. I'm not sure if everyone knows, but I do have two other channels. One, Chloe the Chewini, which is my doggies channel. And the other one is Fun with Granny, Everything Preschool, and that is for children. I will be working on getting both of those channels, more content. I will be getting them out, uh, so to speak, advertising them a little bit more and working on them. Actually, I believe today is the day that Chloe the Chewini's channel is the winner of one of the sources channel of the day, where he does the big wheel and he spins the wheel on Sundays, and then each day of the week he advertises a different channel. And I believe I won it this past Sunday for Wednesday for Chloe the Chewini's channel. So I need to go and look at that and see if anybody has watched any of her stuff. Hello, handcrafted by Jackie. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. And there's Body Illusion. Welcome, welcome, my dear friend. I am happy to see all of you here. You'll have to go back and watch the replay because I've already done my beef broth presentation with the pictures of all that. So if you missed any of that, go back and watch that just at the very beginning of the live stream. Chloe the Chewini. Okay, so I have put some shorts out over there on her channel. I am working on getting some more content for her channel. She is kind of hard to videotape because she likes to either be laying down covered up with blankets, or she likes to run around crazy. And so it's very difficult to catch her actually on camera. So I've got to work harder at that, and I will. And then as far as Fun with Granny goes, I am working with BJ, with BJ from BJ's Misadventures, and I am having him make me a little animated character for that channel. And because it's Fun with Granny, I'm thinking about doing a little old Granny character. So I'm not sure. I haven't really put my mind to that yet, or got into any of the AI programs to try to develop her or anything like that. But once I have some ideas, I will shoot an email over to BJ, and then he'll work his magic and make something for me. So very excited about that. I do want to have that channel and be able to read some children's stories on it and share videos of the alphabet and letters and well, I guess letters are alphabet. Okay. And numbers and shapes and colors and all of those things. And then I probably will also do some videos about when you actually go to school, whether it be a pre-K or a kindergarten, how they have schedules and a teacher, and you have to play nice with the other children and all those kind of things. So I'll probably do some talks about those things as well. But the channel is mainly geared to help other parents, grandparents, um, caregivers, daycare workers, those kind of people who, have children with them uh, during that time where they are learning and getting ready to go to school. And then the videos that I make with the actual learning videos, those they can actually share with the children, and the children can benefit from watching those. But there will be both kinds of videos. And eventually I will go live over there on that channel as well. So that's what I got going on with those two channels. I already spoke about tonight is the members only live stream. Tomorrow I'll be on 12 o'clock noon doing trivia. I did speak with Alicia. She is doing some treatments and is starting to feel a little bit better. Not sure whether or not she'll be able to join us tomorrow. But if not, we will definitely send our love and support to her, and we'll still find some trivia to do. And then let's see. Oh, Saturday night, 7 p.m. will be the second episode of our Suno showcase. So if you have any songs you want to share, there will be a link in the chat that night, and you will be able to come up on stage and share your music and talk about it. Or if you're shy and you don't want to do that, you can always submit the songs to me via email. My email is on my page, and then I can share them and talk about your channel and share your songs that way. Hello, Ivy Pearl, Clever Swirl, rather. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing today? I hope everybody is having a great, great day. I just am getting a text in from my daughter, something happening at school. Give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. My granddaughter won Student of the Month for the month of August in her class. And once a month, they get to get Kona ice, which is like a snow cone. And it says, our girl got Student of the Month for August. So now she gets free Kona ice for the whole year. Just has to bring her refill cup. That is wonderful because it's $4 a time. And guess who was going to pay for that? That's right, Granny. I already gave her money because today is the first day they get to do it. And I already sent money with her to have it to do it today. So that is absolutely marvelous. Oh, I'm so happy. And that also means she's doing good in class, which I knew she would. She's a smart girl. But she also, it's an adjustment period. She has to get used to the way that they do things, their routine, their schedule. When she was here with me, it was pretty much, I let her take the lead on when we did things, because I know kids learn better when they are engaged and enjoying it, having fun. And so if she was too tired or, hungry or anything like that, we took care of those kind of things before we worked on really learning anything. They sent her home with some homework where she has to trace her letters, trace her numbers, and be able to tell her mom and dad, the different levels and things like that. And first night they brought it home, my daughter called and said, well, she knows all the letters and all the numbers, and I said, well, of course she does. I did a good job teaching her, her information. I said, what did you think we were doing over here? Messing around all the time? It's like we were down to getting us, learning this information. I tried to make it fun. I tried to make it interesting so she would enjoy it. But we worked a lot. We worked really hard. So it's all paying off now. It is all paying off now because she is able to learn and add to what I taught her and be able to participate in her class. There's two books that they've been reading that she really likes. One of them is No David, and the other one is We're Going on a Bear Hunt. So I think there's more than one No David book. I think it's a whole series. And so I am going to be looking for that to try to get her some more of those No David books. And hopefully I will be able to find some. I'll go to Goodwill and look. I'll look on like Facebook Marketplace. I'll look on eBay, places like that. Sometimes even Amazon will have like a used book section that you can buy books from. So I'll be looking into that because reading is so, so important. And if they, find books that they like, they will look at them more often, and that will encourage them to learn to read. So I'm tickled, about that. And I'm glad that she's, getting acclimated to school and the way they do things at school. And I'm glad she won the free cone ice for a year. That is amazing. Totally amazing. That makes me a very proud grandma. Granny. I'm a granny. I'm not a grandma. I'm a granny. Okay, so what is going on with all of you? Anybody got anything new or exciting coming up on your channels? Anything you would like to promote or talk about? Sophia said, if you make learning fun, it's easier. That's why we have lower prices for museums for families with tours for children. Yes, definitely. And I think it's all in your attitude as well. If you want to learn and you are continuing to learn things, it shows the kids, that it's fun to learn. And it's, something to do ongoing, which is great. I don't think you can ever learn too much. I think there's always new things to learn. So, nobody has anything new and exciting to talk about? Let me think. I've got things to do. I really do. But I don't want to. Oh, that's part of wellness, though, isn't it? You have to do things when you want to do them. You can't make yourself. You can't put, a bunch of priorities and expectations on yourself. Oh, Sophia says, I'm on my way to the North Sea. So you know what that means. I don't, actually. You have to help me out, Sophia. What does that mean? I did want to mention about Hurricane Aaron. I was watching Bells and Stars channel this morning, and she's out at the beach. I'm not sure if she's in South Carolina or North Carolina, but she's there on the coast. And she was filming the water, and she said that it hasn't hit them yet. This is just the prelude to it, but they're not expecting it to make landfall, which is a good thing. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that, and we will be praying for those people in its path and hoping that everyone will be okay. Oh, it means new videos on her channel. So when she goes out to the uh, North Sea, she takes more videos. Got it. Good, Sophia. Okay, great. So, everybody, we need to go over to Sophia's channel and we need to um, watch some of those videos. So, let me see if I can get the link. Hold on. Just a moment. There we go. There, I got her. Well, come on. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to pin that one now. I'll take Jamie down and put Sophia up. There we go. And let me do one more thing while I was there. Hold on. Let me put some of these videos in my watch later. There we go. And I will get busy watching them. There we go. All right. Well, it's kind of a overcast day here in South Georgia. It says it's 87. So it's not extremely hot. We normally would be like 97. So I guess it being overcast. Um, so it may rain. It's been raining every day the last few days, which is okay with me because it waters my tomato plants. I still have tomatoes. I have cherry tomatoes growing out on my patio, and I still have some of them growing, so they do need to be watered. I will be in the next couple of weekends getting out there on the patio and cleaning things up, getting rid of the stuff that's already spent and cleaning up a little bit. Hello, Snapback Moments. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing today? I was just talking a little bit about my gardening situation. I've got to get out there and get that stuff cleaned up and uh, kind of get ready for the fall season coming. Um, I was just noticing today some of my houseplants are really growing well right now, which makes me happy because, it's life. It's like watching real life grow and stuff. So I enjoy that. Yes, Sophia has lots of videos on her channel. So we need to go and really, start watching those videos and spread the word, get people out there to know about her. So I don't know what else to talk about, really. I can tell a difference in my joints since I've been taking the collagen supplement. And now that I've got the bone broth to add to that, I think it'll be even better. Handcrafted by Jackie says, I have to get out in the garden as well. I'm avoiding it. Yeah, it's like it's lost its thrill. I really enjoyed it in the beginning, of planting the seeds and watching them sprout and then transplanting them and all of that. But yeah, it kind of loses something. Snapback Moment says, how did you like the spices? Did you use any yet? Oh my goodness, I love my spices. I used quite a few in the bone broth that I just made this weekend. And I've already used several of them on other things that I've, just added them to, even like scrambled eggs. I've put some of that complete seasoning on them. So, yes, definitely love it. And I went and bought turmeric as well because turmeric is supposed to be so good for anti inflammation. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was having a audio problem. Let me go in here and see what I can do. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I hope that that helped. If not, let me know. Yes, Jackie, I've heard of that. And at the time I was going to start taking it, it actually does have something about your blood sugar. And so my blood sugar was way out of whack, and I didn't want to mess with that. Let me see if I can look that up real quick and see. Um, I think that is the one because I was thinking of taking it for my joints, and there was some contradiction there about the blood sugar, I believe, and that was not good for me at the time. But my blood sugar is under better control now. Oh, okay. Well, this says it could cause an allergic reaction in people with shellfish allergies. It might worsen asthma, and there's some concern that it might raise eye pressure. Okay, and it does say that it helps to repair and build cartilage, and that is what cushions your joints. Let's see. And the turmeric complements it, so I could take them both. Now let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Saying people over 60 might not want to take it, the glycosamine, because it does have an increased glaucoma risk. And also it says those who have diabetes, heart disease, or high blood pressure should not take it. And see, at the time, I had the high sugars and I had high blood pressure. So I don't have high blood pressure now, and I don't have the high sugar, so I probably could take it. Okay, let's see what foods are high in glycosamine. Shellfish like shrimp, prawns, crab, and lobster. Chicken feet, beef trachea, knuckle bones. Huh. Some foods like cherries, red peppers, oatmeal, turmeric, kale, walnuts, and salmon. Oh, they provide joint health, but they're not necessarily a direct source of the glycosamine. Well, I do eat a lot of shrimp. I've never had chicken feet. It says they are a good source of it for dogs. And then beef trachea, like the chicken feet, is another good source for dogs. And beef knuckle bones. Well, I put the knuckle bones in my broth, so I guess I got some of it in there too, which is good. All right. I think as we age, joint pain and discomfort is something that we really have to consider. And I don't want to be taking a bunch of arthritis medicine. So, you know, you have to see what works best for you and what you can really do to help with any kind of issues that you might have with your arthritis, bone health, all of that. I try really hard to research and, look at supplements and the foods you could eat in place of supplements and things like that because I don't want to be taking a lot of the man-made things. And I do try to eat a whole food diet as well, um, mostly lean meat, fruits, vegetables. Yes, everybody is different. Thank you for saying that, Sophia. And we all have to do what is best for our own body. We can't think one size fits all. There's not one answer for every person or all people. It's an individual thing. And we do keep an open mind here, and we are open to suggestions and um, things like that. Snapback moments. Are you going to still do the live when you do your bone broth? I ended up taking photos while I was making it, and I showed those photos in this live stream at the beginning. You can go back on the replay and see that, but I am going to put together a video with the same photos describing everything that I did. It was over 24-hour long cooking time, so I really couldn't have done a video for that long. So this way you'll get to see what I did and I'll explain it. But that'll be a video coming out soon. I need to get it put together. I've got all the pictures downloaded. Hi, Joel. I got your email and I'm going to look into that, what you asked me about. I will be checking into it and I'll let you know what I find out. Okay? I hope you're doing well today, Joel. Everybody pray for Joel. He is in Kenya, and it is their growing season, and he is trying to get something going for his farming. He does videos and live streams on his channel. Oh, did you hear that? My wrist just cracked. Little wrist bones in there popping. I don't have a exercise video. I have a video that I put out, but it's not of me exercising because after I did the exercises and went to download the video, I found out that it did not record properly and I could not get it to download. And so I just put out the video explaining why there's no video and asking everybody to please go back and watch one of the other videos today. And hopefully Friday's workout will go better. And it was a really good workout. And I hate that it isn't where I can show it to y'all, but it really was a good workout. And I feel so good after I do the workouts. So I want y'all to know that, that it's not just about doing the workout. It's about how it makes you feel afterwards. You feel like you've accomplished something and you feel so much better overall. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not the least bit sleepy. Okay, Joel said, okay, my friend, if it happens, I will start a maze project. I want to have something that I will be earning from. So farming is one of the things I can do. Okay, there's BJ. Hello, BJ. I'm glad that you're feeling so good after the workouts. Yes, I am too, because I really do. It does make me feel so much better. I know it releases kind of those feel-good hormones, but I can tell on the days that I don't do the workouts, I'm a little stiff. And I'm usually stiff when I wake up every morning, which I do a little bit of stretching every day. But when I have done a workout, I just can move so much better. And I feel better afterwards. So I'm really, sharing my workouts because I want to encourage other people to move their bodies. But it also holds me accountable and makes me have to stick to it. So it's all good. BJ, I'll be sending you some information about my little character for my preschool channel. I think I want to do a little old lady with white hair and glasses. And I'll try to go on some AI stuff and try to get some kind of image to give you some ideas. But I'll send that over to you as soon as I get it ready. I better put myself a note. I get so busy. I get so many things going on that I tend to forget if I don't write them down. So I have to write things down. Hi, Journey Mirror. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing a members only live stream with giveaways tonight at 8 p.m. I don't know if you've got anything scheduled going live tonight, but maybe you can come and join us. I would love that if you can. Thank you, Joel. Telling everybody, please subscribe and like the live stream. I appreciate that. Jackie says, I write them down and then forget where I put them. When I was working, I would write them on the back of my hand because then I would, at least until I washed my hands, I would have my note. My daughter would always say, Mom, why do you got something written on your hand? It's like, oh, I got to remember to do that. That's something I got to do. Okay, she says, I will be walking, but I will visit after. Okay, good. That'll be great. I've got to go and film another walking video myself. I'm only putting them out like once every 2 weeks because I'm doing so many other videos. I don't want to have, a video every day that I walk, and I don't want to walk the same place every time either. And so I will just try to, do it. Oh, Boldly Unshackled, welcome, Tia. She said I was the Post-it queen. Yes. I tell you, I've got Post-it notes right here. And I do use them, but I also have, like notebook after notebook of things that I write things down. You enjoy my walking video? Yeah. I'm not sure where I'm going to go for this next one, but I want to take y'all to a nice park, or I might even take y'all downtown here in my little town. I took y'all downtown in my daughter's town. I might take you downtown here in my little town. We have one stoplight, and it's only 2 blocks long, the whole town. So it would be a short walk, but I might do that anyway. I might still do that. We'll see. And the first weekend of October, they have what they call the Honeybee Festival here in this little town where I live. And so it's just a street over from where I live. So there's a parade and a lot of vendors come set up and things like that. And so I may take a walk that day and try to video some of that. Okay, Snapback, I hear you. All right. Thank you for listening, hon. Yes, that's these with the lines, and I have like 4 colors, so I can do different colors for different things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to write notes. My brain goes a mile a minute sometimes, and I can't keep it all in my brain. So it's like, oh, put it on a note, put it out in front of you. And here it is, the 20th, and my calendar's still on the 18th. The 19th said, he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, rich in faithful love. That's Joel 2, verse 13. And today, August 20th, I am the resurrection and the life. John 11:25. This is my little calendar from Max Lucado's How Happiness Happens. That was the first book that I read on my Sunday morning lives. And I have this calendar to go with it. Whoops. And so I've been trying to keep up with these here on my desk, but I get behind. Thank you, Joel. So anyway, I don't know about this hurricane deal. I hope nobody is in the area where it's going to have any kind of damages or anything. From what Bells and Stars was saying this morning, it's not supposed to hit landfall or go over land. It's supposed to go right on back out to sea. So I hope that it does. But y'all just be cautious that we are in hurricane season. And if they tell you to evacuate, you need to evacuate. It can be serious. It can be life-threatening. So many people last hurricane season did not heed the warnings and evacuate, and a lot of people lost their lives. So we can lose material things, our whole house can be destroyed, and as long as we have our life, we'll be okay. So they tell you to evacuate, make sure you evacuate. And all my friends in Florida, come on up to Georgia. It's a great evacuation place if you ever need to evacuate. Joel, right now it is 1:02 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. I know we have a huge time difference, Joel. I think we have about 6 or 7 hours. Let's see. I could do my little time thing. We'll do time and we'll do Africa slash, whoops, slash Kenya. Let's see. Didn't like my time zone thing. Okay, well, we'll just try Africa. If that doesn't work, then we'll try just Kenya. Huh. Yes, BJ, very good point. Make sure you take your personal things, meds, health cards, insurance papers, the important things, your ID, all of that kind of stuff, because it needs to be on you. Matter of fact, that's one of the preparedness things they teach, is that everybody needs to have on their physical person during any kind of natural disaster your personal information and anything like that that you might need. Okay, it's 8 p.m. there, so a 7-hour time difference. Okay, I'm still not sure why we're not getting this to work. And yes, you are from Kenya. I knew that. I knew you were from Kenya. Okay. Let me do this time zone thing. It doesn't like that. Let me see what it tells me. Boop, boop, boop. Nightbot's a wonderful thing, but you got to have it just right. All right. Well, it doesn't have Kenya listed on Africa. Let me see if it has Kenya as its own country. Kenya may be a country in Africa. Let's see. There we go again with my not knowing the no, not knowing the geography of things. Okay, let me try this. Okay. Okay, 8:05 right now. Okay. But so I wonder why it didn't like it. Ah, they're all their own countries because Africa is the continent and Kenya is the country. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Okay. So let me look at a map. Okay. Okay. So that makes better sense. Whoops. I guess it moved up. So Africa is the continent and Kenya is the actual country. Got it. Well, it's good. It's good to know. I'm totally uneducated when it comes to the different countries, continents, and all of that. Okay, Sophia says Africa is a huge continent with various climate zones, actually. Okay. And it looks like Kenya is pretty close to the equator, so it must be pretty warm where you're at. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, there, he put in for it to do America, Vancouver, and it says it is 10:08 a.m., which would be 11, 12, 3 hours behind us. And that's correct. So, okay. So the Nightbot thing is working. I wasn't telling it what to do correctly. But okay. So isn't that wonderful? We got somebody 7 hours ahead of us and somebody 3 hours behind us. And we're all right here together right now. So interesting. Welcome to Kenya, guys. I will accommodate you. Very nice, Joel. Thank you. All right. So, that's what I love about YouTube. We can meet people all over the world, have friends not only in different states, but different countries. And we can just come into each other's homes and just chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's been a great morning and I will get busy. I've got things to do. I will see y'all tonight. If you're a member, 8 p.m. We will be having giveaways. And then I'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon for trivia. And then Saturday night for Suno Showcase. Bye, y'all. Thanks so much for coming. I had a great time. I love each and every one of you.